In the bottom left corner, spawning as the red Terran player, it is China's best. It's the man playing for Kaisi Gaming. His name is Time. And in the top right, spawning as the blue Protoss player for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, it is going to be Zest. Mr. Zest. So fond of his Blink Stalkers in PvT. So fond of his Void Rays in PvZ. And so fond, I actually don't know how he plays in PvP, but he's an interesting fella to follow. He's one of these guys where you look at him play and you go, I wish I could be more like him. And I'm not only talking about playstyle, but also the fantastic physical shape that he's in. And the boyish good looks. The charm. You know, a lot of things that a lot of people wish they could copy from Zest. Now here we have Zest opening up with a standard gateway scout. Sends his probe straight away across the map after getting that gateway that assimilator. So we see the Terran player opening up with a barracks before gas. So very standard openers here from both players. Nothing crazy, no proxy barracks, nothing of the sort. Let's see what Zest's plan here is. Well, obviously first is going to be poking that SCV a little bit, and then it's interesting to see what he will do. So he's going to go in, sees, hey, there's one gas here. Is there a second gas? Hey, there's no second gas. Interesting. Very, very standard. We see a Reaper coming out of time, who it's a little bit more... It's difficult to say if it's old school or new school at this point, you know? The Terrans, they switch so much between opening Reaper and Marine. That feels like at this point, I'm not sure what's old school and new school anymore. So for a while we had everyone opening Reaper. Then I want to say like 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, everyone all of a sudden opened Marine every single game. And in the past week and a half, they've been going, you know what, I actually kind of like the Reaper. I like having some scouting info. They started opening Reaper again, so... I feel like there's like 12 different schools of thought. Well, there's 2 different schools of thought and they just kind of change every other week. The Terrans don't really know what they want in that regard. I think it's healthy to switch it up though, so I'm not gonna complain too much about it. We see the bunker go down here for Time, who's playing it safe. His innovation opens up with Adept into Twilight Council. Yep, there we go. The reason I knew that was because he didn't start his second unit yet. This is classic innovation, really. He plays like this a crap ton. Whenever he skips the second unit, it's always going to be Twilight Council. Always going to be Twilight Council. Of course, unless there's a skip on the warp gate here. But very, very rare. We're going to see a second gateway come down pretty soon. Yep, there we go. Always want to get that second gateway down before the clock on the cybernetics score hits 56. Zest is just chilling here with his Adept, really. It's not going to be doing too much. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Might finish it. No, decides against it. There is a car on the way here for Time, so Time is playing it relatively safe. This looks to me like a standard 2-gate blink. We're gonna see triple chrono boost on the Twilight Council, not a single chrono boost on the Nexus. At least not until that blink finishes. This is how Zest has liked to play for a while now, and it's fun to see that he still likes it. I'm sad to say, but this Reaper won't die. And with this Hellion on the map, there is something that might die on the side of Zest. He's going to get a robotics facility, but this is not a full wall. Now he needs to use a recall. Time scouts. He sees the robo, he sees the Nexus timing, and he should know, okay, this is a Twilight Council. That's going to be a nice bit of information there. As you see, Time going to be in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to tank 1 or 2 shots. Ooh. No, that Shade won't hit it. Meanwhile, the Reaper back in the natural, actually taking out another worker as well. So that's going to be 3 workers down. Good start here for Time, who's playing a solid game so far. He's going into Raven tank. He's getting a second barracks, no third barracks yet. Should start pretty soon though. Oh, what is this? We see the Stalker. We see a Prism on the way. A little bit of a supply block though here for Zest. Who is, seems to be a little bit afraid of... What's that doing? A little bit afraid of any type of mine drop or something of the sort. Okay, maybe he isn't afraid at all. 438, he moves out. This is the timing where a mine drop would go in. It's not going to be the case though, and Zest just starts moving out with his 2 gates, with his fast robotics facility. He's cutting a worker here and there. We see he's down in worker, so he needs to start doing some damage right now. We'll see if that's going to be the case. 2 racks only here for time. That's interesting. So he's not going to be able to get combat shield and stim. He's just going to be going for stim. This means he can have continued tank production, and that might be very helpful because he's about to get blunkered on in his main base. Does an adapt drop to try and tank a tank shot. You can only tank a tank shot if a tank's around. Tank man isn't around. Good micro coming out of Zest here, who's using the double blink with the prism basically. A little bit of a trade there. I don't think he lost any stalkers. Nope. Did kill 2-3 marines. Second tank is out now though. Templar Archives of 2 gate. What is this? Go straight to 6 gas? I've seen a lot of risky strategies, but this is pushing it now. Holy crap, this is going... He has no production whatsoever. I think he believed he was playing against 3cc here. Because he saw no marauders, but it's just 2 racks here, Zest. It's just 2 racks. Oh boy. Can he actually hold with this? Getting 4 gateways now at the same time. Should probably add 4 more or so. He has a lot of money to spend. He can't really spend anything else. Yeah, a couple more gateways going down, I guess, here in the natural. Gonna be going up to 8 gateways, up to 10 gateways. Storm, charge, all on the way. Double medevac drop about to hit the main. Is Zest ready? The answer is a resounding no. Zest just dies here, no? There's a recall, 9 workers go down, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 6, oh my god, I can count. 21 workers go down. 42 workers against 48 currently. Zest's gonna have insane production, but no money to produce with, which is pretty sad in my opinion. Zest remembered that he saw the Raven go down though, fly by, and he's gonna have some Templars ready. Poof! Pop goes the High Templar as the Raven falls out of the sky. Triple pro production still going on. I mean, there's 10 gateways, which is nice, but there's 4 tanks, there's 19 marines. There's no upgrades here for Zest. Like, I've seen a lot of bad situations for Protoss players and have them make comebacks, but this is pushing it now. I just see no way where this works. Forge finally goes down. I mean, 1-1 is going to be done by the time this +1 is halfway done. This still won't be a good situation. If time hits a good 1-1 timing, I'm having such a difficult time seeing him lose. He's going up to 5 racks right now as well, still continuing his tank production. The only way I see Zest kind of win this game... How do I actually see Zest win this game? I guess if time does nothing and Zest gets to take a fort base eventually. Okay, Forge is now... I guess another gateway. Is that 11 gateways then? Yeah, he has 10 right now. It's going to be going up to 11. Templars in this prism looking for some damage, but will not be able to find it, at least not for now. Here comes the move out. That's a lot of tanks. That is 6 tanks. 6 tanks. 24 marines and 4 medevacs. I feel like the supply for time is relatively low. In my mind it should be higher, but he's gonna get 1-1. Unless he gets hit by a storm completely on his face. Stands in it for 5 seconds. Taps out, opens his front door, runs outside, screams a couple of times. Then comes back in, sees all of his marines inside. I don't see how he's gonna lose this fight. Okay, 6 tanks are doing a lot of damage. Good first storm, the zealots. There's not enough body to this army. It's just tanks. Oh my god, Zest with the cleanup. What in the world was this? I guess with 20 marines, you just don't have enough to really tank for the tanks. So quickly was Zest on top of those tanks. And now Zest is ahead. Is he ahead? Still 1-1 upgrades against 0-0. 2-2 is on the way. Second Forge is starting, so is a Fort. Fort base for the Terran still faster. Now I'm gonna say that the Terran currently is still ahead, even though that sounds weird. Because we just saw him take an absolutely awful fight. And also I think mentally he's behind. I mean, if you can't finish a position or a game from a position like this, that's usually not going to be a great sign. That's usually not going to be a great sign whatsoever. Bunker, sensor tower. Observers moving forward as well. We now have the double robo coming out here for Zest. Setting up some vision on that left side of the map. I'm very scared of moving out. Just continuing tank production. Does have better bio production as well now with those 3 barracks. For Templar in this prism might be able to do a little bit of damage on one of the mineral lines. I guess he's gonna go for here. 1, 2, 3 storms. Maybe get what? 6 workers? Yeah, it's not really gonna be worth it. 8 barracks going down right now. 2-2, close to finishing up as we see Zest moving forward, looking to perhaps do some damage here on this 4th base. Prism flying into the 3rd base. Let's see the reaction time. The reaction time is good. 4 workers are gonna go down. Maybe 2 more, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Salad also almost dies. Gets pulled back just in time. 163 supply against 150. We see a lot of money in the bank for Zest, who's just waiting for an opportunity to use that money. He has a lot of gateways, so he can spend it in a second, but he's not quite sure what he wants to spend it on right now. It's going to be 9 more zealots. Warps them in at home. It's going up to 2-1. Hey, there's such a strong 2-2 timing here for time. If he decides to hit it. If he decides to hit that 2-2 timing, I think Zest is going to be in a world of trouble. Do we have the ghost upgrade? No, we don't have enhanced shock waves. We do have a whole lot of ghosts with a whole lot of tanks. Zest is just gonna go for a... I'm not sure if you can call this a base trade, but this is basically a base trade. He's gonna send in 20 zealots or so. And he's gonna try to defend with storms. Oh, disruptors. We have 2 disruptors out. Here come the zealots. 20 workers have come down. Oh, that's also the prism there. Doing God's work. Here comes the first disruptor shot, 2nd and 3rd. All of them are gonna get taken out before they connect. 1 more shot moving forward is gonna get a pretty decently sized hit. There's 2,500 minerals in the bank here for Zest. Warps in 10 more zealots, and all of a sudden that bank is being removed rapidly. Salad still doing a lot of damage on the other side of the map. I think this CC might just end up burning down. No, time is on point. You see the tanks dishing out a lot of damage as well. 2-2, of course, still being very helpful, but there's... Zest has so much freaking money. He's gonna be able to just spend it, and at that point get in a very solid position. We have a major pickup here. Gonna fly into the main... well, no, not going to fly into the main. Just gonna go to the dead space for now. We still have 4 bases, 5 bases if you count this command center over here, which probably should be turning into an orbital. Income is in favor of Zest. Supply in favor of Zest. Upgrades, basically even. What is the army supply like? Army supply actually even as well. We now have time taking out some vision on that left side. It's gonna drop into the main base. Zest is not ready for this. He's gonna set up another counterattack. Another base trade scenario here. But he's losing all of his production already. This base might fall, but there's still a planetary here. There might be a tank on the high ground. No, there's nothing on the high ground here. And Zest probably needs to start thinking about returning home. That's exactly what he's doing right now, as Time's army is doing a lot of damage in Zest's main base. Takes out a bunch of gateways. Right now it's taking out more probes as well. And with this base over here, and perhaps this one floating to a 3rd, there is a possibility here. Oh, I don't want to speak too soon. Time needs to be careful here. He's gonna lose 1 medevac. He's gonna lose a... Is that 1 HP? 1 HP. 2 extra tanks get saved because of that. Whew. Close game, close game. We see this command center flying over. There's a lot of mines in this army, which I don't mind. Is there a disruptor? There's a single disruptor, so that we'll be able to take out some of the mines. This observer's been doing God's work. This entire game's been so freaking powerful. Plus 3 attacks about to finish up. I don't understand why Zest... Oh, Zest thought there might be a base here. He's gonna go here to check. He sees there's nothing there. Now he'll most likely start attacking into the 3rd base. Even though this 4th base also is relatively open. Here we go. Zest blinks forward. Yes, right-click that planetary. 1 more storm is available. What's he gonna use it for? It's a zoning storm. This planetary goes down. And Zest says, okay, I think I'm fine now. The ball is in your court. What are you gonna do? I'm outmining you. I'm getting 3 Colossus at the same time. Triple Colossus production here. Basically putting a timer on Time's head here. Where he says, hey, if you don't attack me soon, I'm gonna have 4, 5, 8, 12, 19, 30. He's gonna have an infinite amount of Colossus. An infinite amount of Colossus. So we have a oh my god, a disruptor. Big hit there on the disruptor. Disruptor is gonna get 2 workers. It's better than nothing, but needs to be careful. Needs to be very careful there. Dropped it one more time for banter. Decides, you know what, enough with the banter. And flies it away. We have this big move forward here coming out of Zest. No sentry in this. Oh no, there is a sentry in this army. I lied. We'll be able to use Guardian Shield with that. Ooh, ghosty boys, look. So close yet so far. Nah, no way. He's gonna lose 1. Disruptor stays alive though. Here we have the unsieged tanks moving forward. We see Time stimming and actually getting a pretty decent fight so far. I'm surprised. Good mine hits. 1 more mine hasn't burrowed yet. Might be able to do so a bit later. 3 tanks still doing a lot of damage. Here come the Marines. Here comes the extra Marauder. Is Time doing this? Did Time just accidentally win the game? Or will Zest Bank save him? Stay tuned to find out after the... No, just kidding. How many gateways do we have? 6. Oh my god, he has no gateways. He's down 30 supply, has no gateways, has a bank of 1700 somehow. Decides to spend it on a probe in the main base, which he chrono boosts. Probably just for faster gateway production. Getting a prism as well. Oh, storm being thrown down on top of this army. 1 more storm going down here. 63 army supply against 45. Storms now are gone. Medevac energy is empty as well. Prism for micro. Not sure if that's going to be enough. We need more medevacs here, Time, but 1 more medevac is in production. I think 1 more is flying across the map as well. Good pickup. Holy crap. Realizing there's no stalkers. That was really, really tight. Okay, 2 medevacs are here. All of these medevacs are so freaking low. His entire army is low. He can't go in here. He knows. He should know that he can't go in here. But he wants to keep some presence on this side of the map. And the reason for that is very simple. It's because there's a big army, or well, a decently sized army moving on towards that left side, which wants to take out the mining on that base. Here comes the drop into the main. I'm not a fan of this. This seems extremely risky. This is not what I would like to see. He's gonna go for the Nexus. He's gonna get it. He can't drop though. He can't pick up. He can't leave. He's gonna lose every single unit, barely killing anything. Losing a lot of supply there himself. Now we see the Marines stimming in. He's gonna go into the natural. How did Zest know what was coming? Maybe he saw it there. Far away. A couple of Zealots are doing good work. Picking off a lot of these Marines. 2 mines will still be sitting back. We see 3 workers going down here. These medevacs managed to escape. We now have a 75 army supply against 52. Income in favor of Time. And he's getting ghost. He needs to siege up this tank. He needs to siege up this tank. It's going to be so important. Nice scan there coming out of Time. Realizing, hey, wait a second, what's that? What's the medevac count? We have 7 medevacs. We have 5 workers going down to mine drops or individual mines still sitting there. This is a big army out of Zest though, and a lot of the supply is in medevacs, which is nice because, you know, you do need some healing, but it's also not nice because you rather have units at this point. There's a lot of Marines here. There's 2 storms. There's 2 storms available. There's also a couple of EMPs. Why is Time going all the way to the far right side? You don't need to defend that. Just defend your bases. Make sure that you don't die. These mines are doing your job for you. These mines are doing everything. No, you don't need to move out. Time, just sit back. Just sit back, Time. Just sit back. Good position here for Time. He's gonna get a big hits on these Zealots with the mines. Walks into the storm. Storm's hitting absolutely everything. 2 more Archons coming in from the back. I think Time is doing it though. 54 supply against 24. Marauders? Is he doing it? Yes, he is. GG gets called as Time wins this kind of wild game, honestly. Base tradey, banky. I know what Zest is going to become after. He's going to be a be a banker, because he likes to have a lot of money around him, that's for sure. Alright, that's going to be it for now. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you didn't like the video, don't forget to hit the like button, and we'll see you all next time for a new video. Bye bye.